It's my pleasure to host this event today of ED Today we have with us Director Sir, Dean Sir, Professor Sunil Sir, Pavan Sir, and our team from ED and guest speaker of the day today, Dr. Pallavi Prakash. Now I like to request Dean Sir to enlighten the event of the day. Sir.
Thank you, Dr. Kumar. I feel immensely privileged to have got this opportunity to express my views about today's session, which is on transformational leadership. This is really very important topic. But prior to understanding in-depth knowledge about it, we must know how can we actually define transformational leadership. Transformational leadership is actually can be defined as a process. It is a process that is going to change, that is going to transform. It is the process that is going to cause any change in the individuals or in the social system. It is going to, going to encourage you, going to motivate you, going to aspire the followers to create some changes. So I have already told you the transformational leadership is a process. So we have to make certain assumptions while dealing with such kind of leadership. So we are going to assume that the followers are going to willingly join the campaign started by the leader. They are ready to accept the findings and learnings from the leader. This is the process in which you are going to create something, you are going to make use of creativity. Transformational leadership is the engagement of one or more persons with other persons in such a way that both leaders and the followers are going to raise to the higher levels of morality and the motivation. Everything is done through positive motivation. Actually, we classify motivation as positive, negative motivation, but here we need positive motivation. And different other parameters are there with which this transformational leadership is associated with, like your values, ethics, emotions, long-term goals. So these are some important parameters which are very widely used in this process. And in order to accomplish success, a leader must have a clear vision about the team's goals. The vision must be clear enough. And the four important I's are there for achieving that particular success. So we know many transformational leaders. Mahatma Gandhi ji is there, Sachin Tendulkar, Mother Teresa. These are all, have done great work. They have inspired the entire community to achieve greater heights. So what are those important four I's is the inspirational motivation is there, intellectual stimulation is there, idealized influence is there, and individual consideration is there. With the help of these four I's, we can really motivate, we can really encourage and aspire the other people to achieve greater heights. Ultimately, I would say this is a activity of a group in which the leaders and followers are going to take part jointly and going to help out each other in achieving greater heights. After all, the sum has always a higher value than its constituent parts. So I hope the speaker must be delivering his valuable knowledge today during her session, and students will be benefited a lot And that's all from my side. Thank you very much, Dr. Kumar. Over to you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I would like to invite Professor Sunil Kumar sir to speak about the speaker profile. Sunil sir.
Thank you, sir. It's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Pallavi Prakash, founder KSLC speaker of this session. Now, the brief about our today's speaker. She is an author, international motivational speaker, psychologist, filmmaker, and TV panelist. Dr. Pallavi Prakash is a name that he emerged as a symbol of woman power. Dr. Pallavi Prakash internationally is a well-known film and TV show production house with branches in Delhi and Mumbai, registered under Western Indian Film Producer Association, which is short form with WIFTA. She has produced famous TV travel show Pranam Bharat, aired on ETV all Hindi region channels in the year 2015. In the year 2016, PPI produced several documentations for Doordarshan. Stepping up, PPI ventures into filmmaking in that same year 2016, features film मोहब्बत के सौगात based on novel theme of women empowerment was released in the year 2018 across 200 screens pan India. She has also received several awards. A few of her awards include Nari Shakti Samman 2021, Voice of Inspiration Award 2021, Inspiration Women Achievement Award 2021, India Entrepreneur Award 2021. Thank you from my side. Now over to CV Kumar.
CP sir, your mic is mute. Please unmute yourself.
Yes, sir. So now it is my privilege to invite Dr. Pallavi Prakash ma'am to speak about today's event session in our ED cell. Yes, ma'am, please.
Thank you so much. At the onset, let me extend my heartiest congratulations to the entire team of IIMT for bringing this thought process and trying to instill the seeds of leadership in the next generation, especially in the budding professionals. So that's a thing which should be applaudable, and many congratulations to the entire team for organizing this web series. And I'm honored and humbled for the invite. Looking forward for a wonderful share of bite of wisdom through my years of experience globally. So thank you so much. Now, my talk would be completely out of books, because as an international motivational speaker, what I believe is that when you share your life experiences with the next generation as a leader, that impacts them in realistic way. Because we have so many theories across, we can Google and we can look around for leadership theories and objectives. But before coming to this forum, I was thinking, what should I give something extra as an international motivational speaker? And then I decided my talk would be coming out from the realistic experiences as a filmmaker, international motivational speaker, author, and a TV panelist. So I have been instrumental in training around 5,000 professionals pan India, students of various colleges, professionals, housewives, and the next generation in behavioral skills, leadership skills, and the art of living. So, once again, it's a pleasure sharing my bite of wisdom, my knowledge today in the wonderful panel and the students who are listening to me. At the onset, let me ask a question to everybody. What is leadership? I would not like to go by definitions of leadership which you get everywhere. As per my knowledge and take over the experience from Canada and India and many other countries, listen very carefully. Students, I'm talking to you. Leadership is the essence which unleashes your best version. Okay? Leadership is the essence which unleashes your best version. Because all of us, my dear students, all of us, we have that seed. We just need to seed them, water them, nurture them, and give them proper sunlight, which can help them boom into a big plant. So we are powerhouses. Each individual, we are powerhouses. We just need to unleash the energy which is lying dormant within us. And that is where we step in. So leadership is nothing, it is the essence to unleash that potential which is already within you. You just need to wake it up, right? Now, definitely, I also, I always use this line because I think this is quite close to reality, that leadership is the vision to convert your dreams into reality. Actually, it is. When I was in Canada, I did my college from University of British Columbia, Vancouver, Canada. Then at the peak of my academic career, when I finished my education, I came back to India. People ask me why. You have a great future there. You could, lead and grow and prosper. And why coming back? I said, because I believe that my leadership is made to create an inspiration on my land. I wanted to lead by example in India. I wanted to share this seed of inspiration among Indian students. And that's the reason I came back. Let us give service to my own nation first and then globally. So that was an experiment in life. Next step, when I was at the peak of my career in some of the biggest MNCs, that is HCL and IBM, as a software techie, I left my job and I started my own venture, two companies. That is KSLC, Knowledge Seed Learning Center, which is a training firm, and the other is Pallavi Prakash International, which is a film and TV production house. I had the same questions from people. Why? Why, ma'am? You're already at the peak of my career. I said, because this is not something which I wanted from life. I want to train, I want to inspire, and I want to lead by example. I want to give something to the next generation which they can carry years and years forward as an inspiration. So this is again a transformation. The reason why I'm sharing the story of my life, because I thought this topic, that is transformational leadership, is quite connected to my life story. And what could be better if I speak from my experiences that would really touch the heart of the students. 2 weeks earlier, I was speaking in the forum of IBS Bangalore, and there I asked few students the definition of leadership. And trust me, friends, still they are going by books. To all these students who are listening to me today, leadership is not the definition which you have been reading and reading and reading. Leadership is something which is already within you. You just need to unleash them. Now, coming to the topic, transformational leadership. Who is a transformational leader? Or what is a transformational leadership? Transformational leadership is something which can create a positive and valuable change in the entire social system. not only the individuals who are connected to you, but in the entire social system for a long, long run. My co-panelist very wonderfully just explained the four I's of leadership, and that's very true. Without these four I's, we would be lost. So we need to inspire, instill stimulation, we need to motivate and go ahead. But actually, do we understand how to do it? And that's exactly what I'm going to uh, tell you today, or share my vision as to how you can achieve these four I's. As a student or as a budding professional, you'll have many, many challenges come your way in the future years. Remember one thing: change is the only permanent element in life. Change. There's nothing more permanent than that. So, this is a beautiful line. So, change is the only permanent element in life. Always be prepared to face the challenges, to embrace the changes, to accept the changes, and excel. Excel in the change atmosphere, in the change situation, in the change resources. Do not stick to one thought process, because when you're not open for changes, you are bound to you're bound to lower the quality of your inputs. So be ready for changes. And the person who is always ready for changes is a transformational leader. This is a practical, definition, practical example which I'm giving you. Be a transformational leader. And how can you achieve that? That I would be sharing. Now, why is it important to be a transformational leader? For two reasons. Number one, it brings the positive change in the individual itself who is propagating or professing that change, that is the leader. And the second, it brings the long term impactful change in the people who are connected to that person. A transformational leader only creates leaders. Always remember that. They do not create followers. And that is what I believe strongly. A leader is somebody who is recognized and remembered when he or she is not there, because his qualities persist, his teachings persist, his prophecies persist. He need not be present there physically. And that is true leadership. And that is transformational leadership, when the values of a person bring that positive change in the people who are connected to him. This can be easily visualized in terms of corporate culture. When we are working in a team, there are so many challenges, so many changes which come across. In future, you are still learning right now. So in future, you will be faced with a lot of works. So it is very important to understand this concept of being a transformational leader right now. This is the right time. And that's the reason I congratulated the panelist college that for conducting these kind of sessions at the right moment. Because when you nurture the seed at the right moment, only then it will bloom into a wonderful plant. So today, if you understand this concept after this session by heart, trust me, you would be a transformational leader. There would be nothing which could stop you for big success in your life. Only you need to understand this concept. So I'm known for giving, mantras and formulas. Um, I'm known for talking something from the heart as an international motivational speaker. So I'm going to share one formula with you today as to how you can achieve the seed of transformational leadership, how you can be a transformational leader, how you can achieve those four I's. Are you ready for it? You can note it down if you want. So the method or the formula or the mantra to achieve the transformational leadership qualities: live. L LIVE. Yes, my dear friends, live itself. This is a beautiful word, this concept I've coined, because if you live life to the fullest, you would become a transformational leader. Now, what does L stand for? I would decode it one by one so that it fixes in your mind permanently. So, what is L? L is leverage your skills. L is leverage your skills constantly. Do not think this is the end of the world. You are students right now, students of Polytechnic, so you're learning many skills every day. But do you have to stop at this moment, at this stage? No. Once you get a job, yeah, okay, fine, now I've got a job. I don't need to, brush myself up or leverage my skills. I don't need that. Why? Because I've got a job. That is the purpose of my life, right? So, no, but you have to keep leveraging your skills every time. Once you stop learning, you stop growing. Always remember that. Once you stop learning, you stop growing. So, the only positive way to bring that change is to accept the change and leverage, keep leveraging your skills. Yeah, just a minute. Okay, now what is I? I is inspire others. Do you just want to learn and grow yourself? Do you just want to be a follower for your entire life? Do you just want to keep the knowledge in your closet? Yes or no? No. A true leader always sets the examples and is ready to inspire others. How? By doing the task himself or herself first. If you just profess, or if you just conduct the theories and do not do it yourself, people will not get inspired, they will not get influenced. So as an influencer, it is your responsibility to lead by example. So be ready to inspire, right? If you want to be a transformational leader. The third one is very important, that is V. Now what is this? V is value your teammates, value the people around you. Sometimes when we move up the ladder of success, we think the success is all ours. We forget to pay gratitude. We forget to pay gratitude to God. We forget to pay gratitude to the people who have helped us reach here. We do not value relationships. We do not value work culture. We do not value the presence of our colleagues because we think we are the best. Many times you must have seen so many examples. But when this thinking comes into your mind, remember your downfall would start. So you have to constantly value your professional colleagues, your relations, your teammates, your colleagues, your mentors, your mentors. Just taking 1 minute to speak something apart from the topic. Do you know, physically we all of us know how to remain fit, but mentally how you can remain fit or give the right shape to your mind. So one point in that is, maybe I can take a session some other day on gratitude, is paying gratitude. Okay, so value the people around you, value the circumstances, value the relationships, be it professional or personal. Last but not the least, very important, listen to it carefully. Embrace the changes who are bound to come in your life. Embrace the changes. By embrace, I say welcome, right? Do not run away from changes. Do not run away from criticism. Do not run away from challenges. That, okay, I'm on my safe spot, I'm doing well in my career, I would not experiment anything new, I would not leave the shore. Remember, friends, only the person who leaves the shore gets more and more. Just today morning itself, I wrote more and more means more professional success, more happiness, more bliss in life. If you do not leave your safe spot, if you do not leave your comfortable position, then you will never realize that life has so many beautiful things to offer. Life is full of joyful things. You have many higher professional growth. But if you are going to limit yourself, if you are going to keep yourself sitting in that safe spot, then you will never realize, you will never achieve, you will never come to know that life has so much to offer. So always embrace or welcome changes, right? So this is the formula LIVE. And if you follow this formula by, if you practically implement the things which I've told you today, then you will know the art of becoming a transformational leader. You yourself would inspire. You yourself would bring that change. You yourself would liberate the entire social systems. And this is nothing, this whatever I'm talking to you is nothing you'll find in books, you'll not find on Google, you'll not find on web. Why? Because I'm talking from experience. So whenever you talk from your heart, whenever you share the knowledge from your experiences, that knowledge gets more purified. So always remember that live and practice the live. Now I would like to share a few examples of transformational leaders who have done very well in past. And my co-panelist has already, Dr. Kumar has taken the name of Mahatma Gandhi. Yes, he was a big transformational leader. All of us know that. Because by sheer value or sheer theory of non-violence, he brought that momentous change, that momentous transformation which brought freedom for a country. Just one man against a huge system. So he is the biggest example of transformation leader. Second one is one of the recent examples, Steve Jobs. He's the CEO of Apple Inc. I'm sure all of you know. So he started his journey in a garage. I'm sure you have read, all of you, most of you must have read his success story. But he believed in his skills. He believed that he could bring that change. 1976, he started his small lab in a garage. And today, Apple Inc. is a known name. It's more than a known name. So many examples. So if we talk about modern day leaders, we have so many examples every day. So why can't we become one of them? Don't we have that element? Don't we have the value system? We also have two hands, two legs, one intellect, one mind, one heart. Then what is different which makes them transformational leader and why you cannot become? There's nothing different. The only thing is your mindset. Always remember, it's the only element which can make or break an individual, your mindset. It's the only element which makes a leader or a follower. You could be a leader or a follower. It all depends on your mindset. So from today onwards, from this hour onwards, just promise me, all the students who are listening to me live, that you would change your mindset and believe that you can be a leader yourself. You can be a transformational leader by following the formula of live, which will help you grow the four eyes and lead a highly successful life. So I think we have limited time. So that was all for today. And At the end, I would like to close my speech by giving you a life message: be the best version of yourselves. Always remember, my dear friends, to my co-panelists, to my colleagues, to my seniors, to the students, whoever is listening to me today, be the best version of yourself. Because in today's highly competitive world, only the best works. And all of you can be the best. You just need to change your mindset, be a transformation leader. Thank you so much for inviting me today. I'm humbled and have a very, very great evening ahead. Over to you, Dr. Kumar. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, ma'am. And there are few questions from audience side. So I would like to put some few questions. So what makes you to be a different great? What can be a different great leader? What makes a leader different?
Dr. Kumar, I've already answered that in my short speech, but that's a wonderful question. What makes you different as a leader? So I think the only element which makes you or keeps you apart from others is your positive mindset. So positivity is the only factor which differs one person from the other. So be positive. Positivity is the only element which makes you a different leader.
Right.
Yes.
So one more another question is there that is connected to the real time situations in the world. Right? So being a leader, how to handle disagreement in a
Can you repeat that question? How to handle?
being a leader, how to handle disagreements in a team? How to
Right.
handle disagreements in
Yeah. That's a wonderful topic, in fact, conflict management. Conflict management. And uh, mm, see, being a leader, your first and foremost task is to make everybody agree on the common task, right? So there are conflicts in any professional environment. So the only element which can help you handle the conflicts is your own intellect, your teamwork. If you delegate, delegation is the key word. If you delegate the tasks among your team members, then automatically everybody would focus on their part and they would value the importance of teamwork. That is the reason why we keep doing so many team exercises. So delegation is the key word. Once you know the art of delegation, you can handle conflicts. Yes, Dr. Kumar.
right? And now I would like to request from our team if any question is there, then we can go
Sure.
ahead.
Yes, Dr. C.V. Kumar, I listened this complete session of Dr. Pallavi with full of concentration. And we conduct sessions or the webinars on different topics. Already we have conducted one session that by a motivational speaker, and even you are an international motivational speaker. And the topic which we choose is basically the transformational leadership, how to transform the leadership from one generation to another generation. How you differentiate, even you have given an example of like a Mahatma Gandhi and Sachin Tendulkar and Steve Jobs, basically you mentioned. They are, I think, the motivational person, Steve Jobs. So, how you differentiate the motivational leader and the person, or the transformational leader or person? कैसे हम दोनों में अंतर कर सकते हैं कि ये ट्रांसफॉर्मेशनल लीडर है और ये एक मोटिवेशनल लीडर है, क्योंकि तेंदुलकर को देख के हर बच्चा क्रिकेट खेलना चाहता है, तेंदुलकर तो अपना काम कर
Very
रहे हैं.
nice question. Very nice question. I would say every transformational leader is a motivational leader पहले. एक बड़ी चीज है और एक छोटी चीज है. हर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशनल लीडर इंस्पिरेशनल या मोटिवेशनल लीडर होता या होती है, बट हर मोटिवेशनल लीडर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशनल नहीं हो सकती. Why? Because they might not know the art of leadership, leveraging or spreading from generation to generation.
Right.
तो ये एक बड़ी चीज है. इट्स अ सबसेट, सेट और सबसेट जो हमने पढ़ा था.
Vice versa is not true.
Absolutely.
If any panelists have any query or any suggestion into this webinar, they want to add.
One question from my side. What is the quality of a leader?
Quality of a leader.
Yeah.
Right. Actually, I'm not using my earphones, so please excuse me. That's the reason the voice is not very clear. Right. See, the quality of leaders. मैं थ्योरी की बात नहीं करूंगी, जैसे मैंने कहा पूरी स्पीच में. आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू टॉक एनीथिंग आउट ऑफ बुक्स. सबसे पहले फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट क्वालिटी, ही शुड लीड बाय एग्जांपल. सबसे पहले उसे खुद करने की वो काबिलियत होनी चाहिए. राइट. So he should be able to lead by example, number 1. Number 2 is dedication, 3 D's, okay? Dedication, devotion and determination. अभी मैंने परसों ही बात की है जिप्स कॉलेज जनकपुरी, तो वहाँ पे भी 3 D's की बात उठी थी. तो 3 D's is very important factor for being an important leader. Number 1 is determination to do something, डेडिकेशन टुवर्ड्स दैट टास्क. सिर्फ डिटर्मिनेशन होने से कुछ नहीं होता. हम रोज सुबह उठते हैं, हम टू डू लिस्ट बनाते हैं, राइट. शाम होते होते क्या होता है, उसमें से 10 में से 4 या 5 ही होते हैं. क्यों? कहीं ना कहीं लैक करते हैं डिटर्मिनेशन की उसे पूरी करने के लिए. पर जो लीडर होता है वो 10 में से 11 कर लेगा, क्योंकि वो जुनून होती है, दैट डिटर्मिनेशन इज देयर, राइट. एंड द थर्ड वन इज डिवोशन. जैसे कि हम भगवान को मानते हैं, उसी तरह से अपने टास्क के प्रति वो डिवोशन जब तक लेके नहीं आएंगे, दी 500% zeal, तब तक वी कैन नॉट बी अ ट्रांसफॉर्मेशनल और एनी लीडर. और ये मैंने लाइफ के एग्जांपल्स से ही सीखा है, द 3 D's. बिकॉज जो मैंने आपके साथ स्टोरी की, कमिंग फ्रॉम कनाडा टू इंडिया, देन फ्रॉम IBM टू माय ओन वेंचर, this all needs a very bold determination and dedication and devotion. Only then you can inspire others. So that's a wonderful question. We need 3 D's.
And ma'am, nowadays we are using 11 Ds.
Yeah. वही मैंने
11 Ds. But definitely for a leader, there 3 Ds are very important, which you explained.
Right. But जैसा कि मैंने कहा शुरू में कि see, if we see internet, if we go by books, there's so many things which all of us know.
Yeah.
But do they actually work? But आज जो मैंने बातें शेयर की स्टूडेंट्स के साथ, these are actually tried and tested, not
Yes,
only by me, by many students जिसे मैंने आज तक ट्रेन किया है, across 5,000 students globally. तो ये tried and tested method है, और मैं कहूँगी कि बिल्कुल कारगर है. So the 3 D's are most effective, right?
Dr. Bhaskar sir, you have any questions?
My pleasure.
Your mic is mute, sir.
I don't have any question.
So over to you, Dr. CV Kumar.
Thank you so much, sir. And now I would like to request Director sir to give vote of thanks to our guest.
Thank you, Dr. CV Kumar. First of all, it is a very privilege for me to propose a vote of thanks on such a wonderful session organized for the students and faculty members of the IIMT college or group of the colleges. More than 200 students joined this session, madam. I appreciate the way which you explained, and they were continuously watching your session. And definitely the credit goes to you. So I thank you, Dr. Pallavi, madam, for accepting the invitation on a very, say, short notice and on your telephonically, and you spare your valuable time. And not only spare the valuable time, also you give a very new concepts of the live by which we can have a leader in coming days. And because the topic was transformational leaders, so I can say if we know that how to live, so we can be the transformational leader. You yourself is a set example of a transformational leader. In such a young age, you have a very good experience, international motivational leadership. And even I learned, I listened from the CB sir that you are also like a director in directions of the movie and serials and web series, etc. So definitely it was a very great privilege for everybody here, those who are here, and for our students. I thanks to the PD Cell President Dharmendra Kumar Sarma sir and Deputy Dr. Sunil Kumar, IIMT Group of College, Dr. Noda. I also thanks to our Dean sir, who is always inspirational and can say the guidance and the source to organize such wonderful webinars and seminars. Sir, definitely you are doing a very hard work for making the events very successful. Not only successful, we are getting the outcomes as a objectives of our webinars. I thanks to Dr. C.B. Kumar sir for arranging the guest from your side with your full efforts. And not only you are the part of as an organizer of this webinar. So I thanks to Dr. C.B. Kumar and my entire team for organizing such a wonderful session. It will be incomplete if I do not say thanks to the can say our students and faculty members who were continuously listening it live and they were connected. We always helpful and thankful to the our IT team who support us for providing a live platform where we can have a panel discussions and we can deliver and we can communicate these live sessions to the our students and the persons those who are sitting at their home. So during this COVID situations, we are able to organize the successful seminars or webinars only with the support of our IT team. Last but not least, I again thank you, ma'am, Dr. Pallavi, for accepting and sparing your valuable time for this session. I thanks to everyone. This is all from my side. Over to you, Dr. CB, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind vote of thanks to our guest of a speaker. And in the future, also, I would like to request ma'am to accept invitation for such events in our group and college. So now, formally, we are closing the session. Thank you all.